Hello, hello, welcome on back to another episode of Empyrion Galactic. So making our hover vessel that allows us to be able to pick up a bunch of things and have some sort of defense to it, just in the event we have a bit of a problem. Based on the number of things I actually wish to have on us for cargo blocks, that's a lot of storage. So I'd rather have a defended hover vessel instead of trying to run away. So let's go ahead and place down our starter. And we have blocks on us already. I don't know how I'm going to make this look, I really don't. I know that there is a plane of symmetry, which we may try to deal with here. No, I don't want that on that. I want it on this. Apparently I can't for some reason, not sure why. But okay. So let's see, this hover vessel I intend on actually being able to be walked into to some degree. And it's probably going to take up most of the width of this area. So let's go ahead and get the width done. We'll shrink it down depending on what our feeling is. Yeah, it's going to be a massive, massive hovercraft. Actually, you know, I wonder why they don't call them hovercrafts. Why do they call them hover vehicles? I honestly don't know. Alright, there we go. Got our foundation made. So, let's see. We need a cockpit, which we honestly don't have one made because I'm an idiot and forgot to make one. Alright, let's get one made, shall we? Let's see, I don't really need... Oh, cockpit blocks, so there's now a group of them for that. Okay, cool. I'll take that. We have the hover engines on us, we do. As well as a multi-tool. So let's go for the corners. I don't know what the size of this thing is. So essentially these hover things will be our main support, and let's see what did I make this in length? Apparently a bit too long for this, so let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Did I count that right? Let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So this is not an even, or an odd amount of blocks. It's a bit unfortunate. So we're actually going to make this an odd amount of blocks by taking the front layer off after we reload our multi-tool. So, designing process is not an easy one in this game, though it. What? God damn it! Because the selection was still made, they decided to place them here. Now, as far as I'm aware, the hover engines, along with other things, don't actually need to be at the bottom. They could just be inside somewhere. But I want it to be a little bit realistic, even if it's not a reasonable size for maybe 6 engines. We will see. So let's see, we got one here, here, okay, doing my normal every other one system, so we can actually figure out where the hell the middle is. Okay, then we do those two, and those two, and then we know the middle is here, which is perfect, I guess. So this is where our 6th hover engine will be if I didn't somehow place it accidentally there. Alright, let's grab that out of the inventory. Done. Okay. Do I have a generator on me? I don't. So we need a generator. We also need a fuel storage device. Did I make one up? An O2 station. I do have some generators. I don't know how many I'll need, but I'll grab those 2 for now. And we also need some fuel tanks. I'm gonna make 4 of those. Let's go ahead and cancel that, and the hover engines and the explosive device. We'll leave the cockpit blocks and the fuel tanks in there. Okay, so that's gonna be made up. I feel like this might be a little bit too big. Yeah, let's take a look at these. They are actually fairly small. And let's see, we want enough space to walk between all of these, and I would want to be able to access our storage and everything here. So there's like 6, so we can actually fit through there. That's interesting. Let's see, so how wide is that? This is a 2 wide, so that's 2, 4, 5. That's actually kind of what I was going for, size-wise. Okay, and how many slots do these have? Full slots are not penalized for being smaller. So maybe this isn't too big. Maybe it's just big enough. Okay, so let's go ahead and reinforce these. The backings to these. Since we know where the midpoint is, we can actually figure it out based on the hover vessel, or hover engines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so there are indeed 7 between here, so this is actually an odd by odd. Good. I am questioning whether or not we actually need this wide, though. So, I do have these minigun turrets. They are fully automatic. They can also be manually aimed, but I'm not going to. So, let's see. If I was to get a fully enclosed hover vessel here. All the way across. And let's make sure we actually get our thing going on here. Oops. God, these things don't have much health to them, do they? Yeah, hover vessels are not great for military purposes. Especially not with the basic steel blocks, but they should be good enough for our purposes at this particular planet's difficulty. Alrighty, so we got a nice, tightly enclosed area. So this essentially will be the height of our hover vessel. Let's get on top here. Is this more than needed, really, for up here? Because we can have up to 6 of these minigun turrets up here. And I'm starting to think that might be a bit much. Maybe not. Maybe not. Alright, so let's go ahead and disassemble these turrets ever so slowly. Glad to see these minigun turrets have a lot more HP than our actual steel blocks. A lot more HP, in fact. Alrighty, so we got that. So, this is more or less going to be like a forward-facing combat vehicle, if it was going to be one. Meaning I'm fighting things either in front of me or like very, very off to the side, like indirectly off to the side. So, slight angles, possibly, probably not going to happen too often. At least that's the hope, right? So there's the hope. So if we stagger our minigun turrets to be something like this, they can fire over each other without hitting each other and, you know, have full range of vision. These guys will actually be able to fight from behind as well, hopefully. Actually, on that topic, we have one block there and one here. We can actually remove this layer. And and actually get some ramp blocks in here. So we can start bringing down this edge. Let's go ahead and repair. Back to disassemble. Okay, good. Let's go ahead and fully flesh this out. Some more ramp blocks. Okay. So, kind of idea here. What do we have for doors on hover vessel? Do you have any options for doors? Huh? What? Oh, low food. Low food. Go get some food. Let's get some food. Whoops. Oh. Eat some space durians for the moment. Made up some salami from all the alien meat that we've picked up from killing all of those nightmares and whatnot. Good old alien meat salami. Can't say no to that, right? Well, I think most people probably would say no to that. If they were told that they were being fed some alien food. I think most people would probably have a problem with that. I would like to think so, anyway. Okay, so what do we have for doors? Anything for doors? Let's see, if we do that and do door, and then hover vessel. Okay, so we have shutter doors and manual door blocks. Let's make a couple shutter doors and a couple manual doors, just to see how they look and act and see what other options we have with that. We do have the cockpit available along with the fuel tanks. So I might redesign this a bit even further than I am now. We will have to see. Wow. Okay, there's a lot of legacy required on every vessel. Legacy? So there's what, older ones? I would imagine. Okay, let's see. What about the ramp blocks here? Like actual proper ramp blocks. Let's see. That's going to be up 2. There we go. Ramp bottom. And then the ramp top again. And ramp bottom. And then probably going to be the bigger slopes there. And that there. And probably another level of slope at the very front, just to fully protect the front as much as possible. So we got a little bit of a shape going on here. It's a bit of an odd shape. But yeah, we don't need windows in this at all. And I can't fit that underneath there. So I think I'll put it there. I want access to those, so we'll leave a little bit of an opening there, just so we can see what the durability is and whatnot, but we'll go ahead and secure those off of there, like so. Alright. We seem to be good, I think. Now, fuel. We should probably put the fuel further in the back, maybe here. Is that 1 block away? It is. That way, if one side gets hit harder than the other, it doesn't cause a problem. And I would want a few generators on this thing. Not I'm sure we need them, but I would rather have them anyway. Did I bring any fuel with me? Total capacity 2,400. No, I did not. I would actually like to get this thing off the ground to see if it actually floats at all. If not, we'll definitely need to bring in some additional materials. However, before I do that, let's bring in a couple RCS, shall we? 4 should be enough, I would imagine. 4 should be enough. So yeah, this is probably one of the biggest helper vessels I've ever built. It's probably one of the biggest ones I've ever seen, for that matter. Not that I've really watched too much of Empyrion, because I've been wanting to keep most of it, you know, more or less fresh and new for me. So let's see, if I go there... Can I actually get in here? Is it opening? I cannot. So I would need a legitimate 3x4 to actually get this to work the way I would want. Okay. We can make that work. A little bit of a slope there. The doorway actually looks like it would fit just fine. Oh hey, it's this very small doorway. It's only 2. I like the shutter door better. So we put that there. And... look at those blocks. Put that there, that should come up. See the tip of that, but we were able to get in here then. Which is fine. So this might be a lot of extra weight for this particular hover vessel. In fact, I can guarantee it's probably a lot of extra weight that's probably not needed. I don't know how militaristic this is going to be. I don't know what the difficulty is going to be like with it, but I mean, this is just trying to be something fun for us to be able to build on camera, right? And actually use it for the purposes of moving around and whatnot. So there are a few other things I need to get in here, which are thrusters, and do I have any made up? I'm pretty sure I do not have any thrusters made up. God damn it, apparently I was not prepared for this. Prepared for this episode at all. Let's see. Thrusters are in here, okay. Let's see, we need at least one going left, one right, one forward, backwards, and then up. I think? No, up and down should be done with the boosters, so we just need left and right and forward, back. So we only need total of 4 of those, but I'm going to make 8 just in case we need more thrusting power. And to, you know, make it even, because I'm a bit of an even person on that. Bit of an even person, and we should probably put some spotlight blocks on here just so we have a bit of light. So like one here, one here. Let's see, do we have alternatives? We do.